Mark and Shane on the Interlude Pod.
Hey everybody, Mark Myra and Shane Allen here. Welcome to the Interlude Podcast. Shane, hello.
Hey, Mark.
We're going to go through the biggest and dumbest Rochester news stories of the week. We do this every single week. An extended and earlier episode or version of this episode is at patreon.com/interlude podcast. Plus you can, we get a little bit of that money, $24 a month. Helps us out. And thanks to everybody that came out to the Worst of Rochester Awards on Saturday, this weekend.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. It's the first one ever. I think we'll probably make this an annual thing. We'll keep on building it.
Yep.
Thanks to Boulder Coffee for having us, for coming up with some the most disgusting cocktails I've ever seen on paper. I mean, like, they were delicious.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when you call a drink Mountain Lion piss, I can't imagine they sold a lot of them. But I appreciate the effort.
I bought two, baby.
Mark had, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and by the way, if the Bills ever make the Super Bowl, you can fucking guarantee that Mark and I are gonna be doing a comedy show during it.
Yeah,
What a fucking mistake that was.
We set up this show like 2 months ago, maybe a little longer. And I don't know, you don't think about stuff, so we were just like, oh, we'll just do this random Saturday in January, which not thinking that the Bills would be playing. I guess the Bills were played at 4:30 and the game kind of ended as we started up the show, but I guess the worst case scenario would be if the game started when our show started.
I don't know. I think worst case scenario is what happened, which is like the game is still going on.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, I'm asking the audience, do you guys care about the Bills? And they're all like, yes. I'm like, okay. Not only do we have to push back the time that we were going to start the show so you guys can watch the rest of the game, you're now so emotionally invested in this show that I know that when they lose, this show's going to probably suck a butt. Or we're going to have to really do some muckety mucks to, make you laugh. Or I guess maybe they drank themselves enough afterwards that they were like, yeah, whatever. My life's meaningless. The Bills suck. I'm going to just drink a lot. I felt bad for, I think it was Freddie was up on stage when they officially lost the game. And I could sense the room turning.
Yeah, I was on stage as it was still tied. I think they were in overtime. It was 30-30 in overtime. Yeah, I was going to say, was it rude what we were doing where all the comics, we were just watching the game on a phone and going to the audience, hey guys, just hold off a little bit. Was that rude of us? I know you guys paid money and took time out of your day to be here, but like, we really want to watch this.
Honestly, it was one of the more enjoyable experiences of watching a football game I've had in a long time, because like Boulder does not have TVs, and they don't.
Yeah, they do.
They do?
Yeah,
well, they have the fake ones.
They have like 20 broken TVs, and it's like, God damn, we can't put the Bills on one of these fucking things.
Yeah, throw it on the cathode ray tube. But yeah, no. So everybody in the audience is just at their tables, kind of coupled up, and they're all watching it on their phones.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the latency, everybody is watching at different times. And I noticed that there was one guy that was probably 5 minutes ahead of everybody else.
Yeah.
So I'd see his reaction, and when they did the interception, I saw him celebrate as the catch and then go, "Oh fuck." Fuck. And then I noticed everybody else was like still kind of happy, and I was like, "Oh man, he's come from the future to let us know that our lives are gonna fucking blow."
Yeah, it was a fun show though. It was good. Like for the Bills playoff game happening, we did pretty good. Filling up Boulder for something 100% more entertaining and important than our comedy show. So I appreciate the people that came out. Can I tell you my favorite part? It's a little racist, but my favorite part of the entire night was Amir, who's very funny, from Rochester, living in New York City now, came out to do the show. Amir was like his parents are from Pakistan, I think. Like, he's Pakistani, right? And so much of his set is like about Pakistani people being different than Indian people, and how Indian people, Pakistani people are like fighting, and and whatever. Just there's some animosity there, and so but he like really gets into it about being Muslim Pakistani, and then there's Indian people, right? And once he gets off stage, my sister leans over to me and she goes, "So that's the Indian guy, huh?" And I'm like, "Well, this entire sentence is about how he's not Indian. The entire thing is that he's Pakistani." All right.
He drives a cab or some shit.
It's like just like immediately like just erased everything he said. So he's Indian?
That's some beautiful racism right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, that was his first time doing he said I think more than a half hour. He was
He
great.
did good. Yeah. Amir is
Yeah,
very good at joke writing.
he's
Good at
very
joke
good.
writing.
And I mean he's dangerous move. He hit somebody's vape pen
Oh
during
my
the show.
God. That was the funniest thing.
And I was like, dear God, don't trust anybody. What did you do?
Starts
This is
losing his
after he
mind.
almost fell off the stage during his set and like almost died. I told him this like because he fell off the stage. He was really getting like animated, and it's like two steps on the stage at Boulder. Wouldn't be that big of a fall. But if he did die, it would have been so good for our career.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, we would have gotten booked so much.
Yeah, my sister would be like, remember that Indian guy died at your comedy show? Well, what we got to do. So the whole point of the show was, obviously having Amir, and I forget his last name, but Pablo.
Pablo Pantaleon.
Yeah, he came from New York City, and he was very funny too.
Yeah.
Um, and come out and kind of have like a little welcome back to Rochester show for Amir. Was to do that, but also do our Worst of Rochester awards, and we announced the winners. You guys voted at interloopblog.com. We announced the winners at the show, but we figured we should announce the winners on the podcast too, just so you guys know who won.
Yeah, so like, the Patreon people can get it first and then we'll roll it out to the podcast listeners and
Oh, is that what we're doing?
the right? The Patreon get the people the podcast first,
Okay,
right?
so we'll. Oh yeah. I thought you meant hide it behind the paywall.
No. I just
Okay.
they get it earlier than everybody else. We'll announce
Yeah,
it on
yeah,
this side. But then then we'll announce it to the social media people last.
definitely. Okay, so let's do it
We
now
don't care
then.
about those people.
Fucking social media. Those assholes that have been getting free content for years.
That's all they want is the free. They just take
Mhm.
and they take and they take.
What do they never give.
Never give.
There was one guy I saw the messages on the interloop that was just like, I just want to meet with you guys. I'm like, what the fuck? Is this guy gonna? And I just it didn't say anything, obviously, but like, I just want to meet with you guys. I'm like,
There's
okay.
somebody getting really I'm getting nervous on the website. Goes back to a story I posted about those photos of which I didn't think were real people. Apparently they were. The DeBella's photos. Whenever DeBella's we go to, it's got the guy making the sandwich. Those
Yeah,
like
it's like
caricature pictures, whatever.
it's usually like kind of like a whoppy looking Italian guy, and he's just like, I'm a paisana, I eat sandwich.
Apparently those are like the actual people.
Okay.
And I wrote an article about how it all came out that they were World War II war criminals or some shit. And apparently the DeBellis family is not happy with
I
it.
reached out to them to advertise with us. I guess that ain't happening.
No, I don't think so. But yeah, if there's somebody in the comments there, I've hidden all of them because he's getting perpetually more angry. Like, I know this family. I will not have you disparage them.
It's a fucking satire site, dude.
Okay.
All right, so should we do the awards? Let's get
Fuck
our
yeah,
winners.
dude.
Let's get our
Fuck
winners,
yeah.
Shane.
All right, we'll kick things off with worst road in Rochester. Lots of choices here. Worst road in Rochester. I'll give you your. We'll go top three. Okay.
Okay.
With 17% of the vote, Jefferson Road.
Okay.
With 18% of the vote, West Henrietta Road.
Damn, Henrietta get two of them.
And your winner for worst road in Rochester is West Ridge Road.
Yeah. I'm surprised 104 didn't win, but I guess Westridge is pretty bad.
104 got about 12% of the vote. They're up there. Yeah, West Ridge Road's bad, but it's also we run an entire blog based on hating Greece, New York. So I feel like that kind of might have thrown things off a bit. But West Ridge Road does suck. Um, did you know this? So my boss, he was getting head on West Ridge Road, and they hit a pothole, and his fiance bit his testicle off.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Off? Did you say
Yes.
off?
And
Off.
he came up to me. He's like, Shane, you have to stop telling people that. That did not happen, and it's fucked up that you're telling people that. And I was like, you need to nut up and give me a fucking ring.
Hey!
I'm fired. um, Worst parking in Rochester, Mark. The bronze medalist is Costco.
Mm,
Park Ave gets the silver medal, but your winner, East Ave Wegmans parking lot. Worst parking in
classic.
Rochester. I mean, come on.
I mean, it's not the worst parking in Rochester. Any place in the city is the worst parking in Rochester. I just like I or like I know East Ave Wegmans in the city, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I think people are just so used to those luxurious parking lots at every other Wegmans
Uh,
that when they go to East Ave, they're like, "What the fuck is this?
I mean,
What is this?"
maybe, but it's not the Pittsford Wegmans parking lot is also a fucking mess over
Yeah.
there. Because it's you're dealing with these highfalutin drivers, these Pittsford moms that have their SUVs that are like Panzer tanks that are massive, being driven by these frail 80-pound woman. She doesn't know what the shit she's doing. And then you just have the regular mess of that Pittsford Plaza parking. It's a shit show over there. But yeah, East Ave Wegmans, it's like that split makes no sense. Why is it split?
Is
Why
it
is there a Gaza situation in this parking lot? Just let us go across. What the fuck? Open up that pit.
this is Berlin Wall shit.
Break it down. Worst bathroom in Rochester, Mark. Bronze medalist, Mark's Texas Hots.
Dude, who has the balls to use that bathroom? I don't think I've ever seen the inside of a Mark's Texas Hot's bathroom.
Hey, bud, it's not good. That was the nominee that came from me because of life experience there.
Yeah.
Because we would do promotions at Monroe Ave, be out drinking at Oak Hales or Oxford's. We'd be
Yeah.
out drinking, and then you mosey on down to Mark's Texas Hots, and you share a garbage plate with a street rat, a real Aladdin type, and by that I mean a prostitute. And then you're like, oh, the tummy's rumbling, and you go in there, and it's like, it's it's a real mess. I mean, I didn't include Acme because they're not a business anymore, but I mean, if you've ever been to an Acme's, holy fuck. There's
Yeah.
poop in places that should not be poop anywhere. It was when the car drove through Acme that one time, I was like, they're probably upset about the bathroom.
I know who won this. Can I
Yeah.
say that and I'm sure this is not on there. Oh God, how's it slipping my mind? It's the German place that is at every Oktoberfest that does like white something Swan Market,
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah.
It their bathroom. So you go in there and you order your food. Their bathroom is in the basement and it's just the toilet in the middle of the basement. They just have a toilet in the middle of the it's not even a fucking room. You just go into their basement
It's a
and
Kodak toilet
and you
situation.
lock the door and then there's just a toilet in the middle of their basement and that's it. And you just take a shit in there. Or
Well,
hopefully just a
that's
pee.
how most of the houses in the city are like built.
Where there's just a toilet in the basement?
There's a toilet in the basement.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, well, especially like around Kodak. The houses were built like that. People would go to work at Kodak, get all these chemicals on them, then they'd come home and take a weird dump in the shower, and then go make love to their beautiful wife from the second story.
Oh man, those were the good old days, you know?
And then they got a pension, and they didn't have a elementary school education. It was great. Your silver medalist is Lux, which I
Mm.
guess I maybe we should have broken it down between like the inside and outside bathrooms because I forget about the porta potty out at Lux. That's a whoo doggy. But your winner is the Lilac Festival porta potty trailer
Yeah.
with 46% of the vote, and that's a mess, man. That one is a mess.
The tough one is with like the Lilac Festival is you're getting everybody at their like nobody wants to use that bathroom. So the people that are using that bathroom are at their very worst.
Sure.
It's an everybody that's using that bathroom, it's an emergency. And it needs to happen quickly and exploding and it just wrecks everything.
And you're standing in line for it too, and you're just like looking at all the people coming in and out. And you're just like, oh my God,
Good.
I'm gonna step in your shit. And I know it. I saw you eating a blooming onion, you fat fucking bastard. God damn it. Did you have to have the second bag of kettle corn? Um, Worst copyright free name for a garbage plate. If you've never heard us explain this one before, uh, this is inspired by Nick Tahoe, who invented the garbage plate, put a copyright on it,
Hmm.
and then just decided I'm suing anybody that makes a garbage plate.
Yeah.
So every restaurant in town has to have a plate because we are monster people, and we're like, what is this? Some fine Italian dining place, and you don't have a garbage plate? Okay, we're leaving. So all these restaurants have to have a plate, but they're not allowed to call it a garbage plate. So they have to come up with a shitty name for it. And here are the worst ones. Uh, Bronze medalist goes to Red Fern for their compost plate.
All right.
Silver medalist is the Sticky Lips Barbecue. Rest in peace. Right? They're
Are they
not around
gone?
anymore.
They're gone, right?
I think there might just be catering only now. But Sticky Icky Plate. That's what
Okay.
they had. And then your winner for the worst copyright-free named garbage plate in Rochester, Fairport Hots. Congratulations, the Hummer Plate.
Hmm.
Still waiting for anybody from Fairport to tell me what that means.
Please explain. Glob of
What
mayo
happened?
right on top. The garbage plate is rough because and I know places have them and I'm not saying that they don't, but like it really didn't has not taken off in like Buffalo or Syracuse. There's places that have them for sure. But Buffalo's like we have our like weird chopped steak subs and we
Yeah.
have our buffalo wings. In Syracuse, I don't know, they're just eating salt potatoes out of a bag or whatever the fuck they do. But they have not embraced the garbage plate. And that's how you know it's trash. That's how you know it's a terrible food is because it didn't catch on. It's just here.
Every once in a while, you'll see a story of like, a Rochester native is serving up garbage plates in Colorado. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, thank you for this report about a failed business. Like, nobody, the fuck are you doing?
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that guy was like had a food truck that was like Rochester favorite foods, and it was like in Colorado. And I looked at the list, and yeah, like garbage plate was on there, but also so were like deep fried pizza logs and mozzarella sticks. And it's like you're gonna poison these people can't handle this. These are people in Colorado that are like living a beautiful outdoor lifestyle, hiking and skiing and stuff. You think they can handle a goddamn pizza log?
Yeah, that's honestly dangerous. That high above sea level.
It's gonna wreck them, dude.
I feel like mozzarella doesn't melt the same at that that
At
elevation.
altitude.
It's just like
Just choking on it.
so fucking thick. Worst viral moment, Mark. Had a
Yeah.
lot of good nominees for this one. Just a banner year for Rochester on the internet. Your bronze medalist was Ridge Donut Cafe for their staffing rant. Once again, if you missed that one, that was Ridge Donut just complaining about how like nobody wants to work anymore, and it's so tough to find people that want to work. While they had people that were working for them at the time and struggling to make donuts.
And also that'll get people to want to work for you.
That I'm sure applications really spiked.
Yeah.
Um, your silver medalist was local businesses making the same exact mountain lion post.
Yeah.
I didn't want to put the actual mountain lion video as it because I think at the time we were still courting Curtis and I didn't want to make him upset.
Mm.
But I guess we should have just done the mountain lion video in
Yeah.
hindsight.
Yeah.
But your winner for worst viral moment, congratulations to that guy that dressed up like a gorilla and went to a Penfield school board meeting for
Hmm.
some fucking reason. You fucking freak.
When he was asked why he did it, it didn't totally feel like he understood why he did it. You know?
Yeah, that's because his brain has completely rotted from the constant stream of Facebook, right-wing garbage that is getting like funneled into his mouth like he is Neo at the beginning of the Matrix. This guy is just getting shoved all this shit and he believes all of it. So yeah,
Hmm.
if you don't remember the story, there's a guy who doesn't have a kid in the Penfield School District who showed up there on the day that there was this big brigading of the school board meeting about this book that somebody had supposedly a kid had taken out called the Rainbow Parade, but then it turned out the kid never actually took out the book. This was just like a coordinated attack by this weird Christian group that hated this book about gay people.
Yeah.
But this MAGA gorilla guy showed up for a different reason. He showed up because he claimed that his friend's kid who goes to Penfield School has been suspended multiple times because another kid in that kid's class wears cat ears and pretends to be a cat. It's very distracting. But then like fails to explain the next step, which is like, then why is that kid that you know getting suspended so much? It kind of sounds like they're a fucking piece of shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was in class with a girl that thought she was a cow from the moon. I had been suspended 0 times by spending any moment with her. That's wild. But so this guy dressed up like a gorilla, and his whole point was like, see how distracting it is? Meanwhile, the
Oh.
superintendent of Penfield Schools is a black woman. And everybody
Yeah.
was like, this is the most wildly racist shit I've ever seen in my whole life. And then he had to go on the news and be like, listen, I'm not racist. I'm actually gay. And everybody was like, hold on, you could be racist and
And
still be gay.
don't worry, bud. You can have a bunch of different things in your life.
And then everybody yelled at us for talking about it. And me bringing up that he is a crazy conspiracy guy that believes that local schools have kitty litter in them for all the furries. And everybody dunked on us. It was like, he didn't say that shit. And then it's like, if you go and watch the actual clip of this man's interview, he says it in the first sentence of the interview. They didn't even bring it up. He brought it up immediately because he's a fucking weirdo that dresses like a gorilla. But shout out to Arlene's Costumes. That was sponsored by them. shout, out, shout out to them.
I saw today, because we're recording this on Sunday, so tomorrow's Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Yeah,
I saw today that Avid Golf has an ad that's made by Sora. So like it's an AI created ad
love it.
of old white guy. Um, he hits a golf ball really hard into a screen. It's an indoor golf place, and he goes something along the lines of like, so it's like an old white guy. He looks at the camera and goes, "Oh hell yeah, we open for Martin Luther King Day. It's
Oh
the
my.
shiz." I'm like, wait just a Yankee Doodle minute here.
I have a dream about acing a hole.
Oh hell yeah, brother! Y'all come down to Evan Golf, you hear? It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy people. Old white people are nuts, man.
Yeah, I think Martin Luther King would have loved virtual golf.
Loves. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. So I'm saying it wrong, and I'm sure this isn't even gonna air, like be able to get caught by the mic. So, but I'll try my best. And maybe I over exaggerated it, but so it's an old white guy. Here, you can see the old white guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So he hits like a dinger, right?
Uh-huh.
You hear that?
No.
No.
We'll get it in
Oh,
post.
all right, I got it. I got it. So I can get. I'll say it to you. He
Yeah.
goes 4 and hits it into the screen. He goes, "But indoor golf is the shiz. A book a resi for Martin Luther King Day." Fucking best.
I can't believe they got the guy from Salvatore's.
Do it, yeah. Are there any more
Martin Luther
categories?
King. .org.
And the,
Worst suburb in Rochester, Mark.
before you get into it,
Oh
remember
yeah.
when me and Shane used to work in radio together, I saved anytime somebody would record or say something insane, I saved all of it into a little folder. And then every once in a while, maybe like once every 2 weeks, Shane and I would just go through all of them and I'd play them. And one of them was the Salvatore's guy pretending he was Rudolph. Hey, Rudolph, where do you get the best pizza? Salvatore's. He held it out for so long. Oh,
Oh man.
I gotta whip out those sound effects.
Well, now I got to do my impression that everybody loves
Yeah,
of the guy from Salvatore's when the internet was first invented,
yeah,
and he didn't know how to do the website yet. So it's like the original would
yeah.
be like, "We got the best pizza. It's the sheet. http://www.salvatores.com/mainweb.php."
Classic.
You got to do the full address.
All right. What's
Nobody likes it other than me and you. Worst suburb in Rochester, Mark? A landslide victory.
Mm,
Greece, New York, man. Greece, New York with 77% of the vote. To be fair, it's the only one we put up as the nomination.
yeah.
You had to write in all the rest, which if a strong showing from Gates, because they actually made a 5% chunk.
Mhm.
That's pretty incredible. By the way, I don't think I mentioned this. We had 750 people do this
Damn.
survey, which is absolutely disgusting. That's far too many people
Mhm.
care about doing this vote. Where were you during the general election, you pieces of shit? We got Greece, New York. No surprise there.
Nice.
Just an awful, awful place that just continues to get worse.
I was sitting with my sister and my sister's they're not married, but essentially my brother-in-law,
Yeah.
Dan, and they live in Greece. And there was 2 times I felt uncomfortable when you told that part, but then he was just like, I get it. I fucking get it.
I hate me
And,
too.
and then the other part is like he's like missing the tip of his finger. Amir had like a 2 minute chunk on an old teacher he had that was missing tips of their finger, and I'm just like, oh god, this is hitting so close to home. Dad, your fingers are gone.
They're so weird.
All right, well, thanks for everybody that voted and came out.
Oh, we got one more, Mark.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Everybody's been waiting for the worst thing in Rochester. This is
Oh
the
yeah,
big
the
one.
literal worst thing. I'm sorry.
The worst thing in Rochester, your bronze medalists are people blocking the aisles at Wegmans. And then your silver medalist, and this is going to be a surprise for a lot of people, RG&E came in second place.
Wow.
They got 36% of the vote. With 41% of the vote, ICE. ICE.
Oh.
And I think, maybe it's the last week where they threw things off.
Mm.
But ICE, we did say that ICE, meaning both the frozen water stuff and also the guys with the tiny peepees.
The Nazis. Yeah, yeah.
And that's here. You know what I mean? Like, and it's only going to go worse with them moving forward. And we already hate them at a more than RG&E level. That's
Crazy.
I'm going to send this to Christy Nome and be like, listen, you guys are more disliked than RG&E? Do you understand how difficult that is to do?
Yeah, that's better information than any polling they're gonna get.
This
You
is
know?
like World War II shit. And I put up a poll. It was like, hey, how do we feel about Hitler? And everybody was like, well, have you heard of Jeff? And they're
Yeah,
like, whoa,
that
fucking
bad,
Jeff's. Yeah.
dude. I'm legit like maybe I'm being over dramatic, but like, so my mom's from Spain, and we were talking to him. I'm just like, so yeah, they keep on saying you need like your papers to prove that you're a citizen, and I don't even know what the fuck that means. Like, what is she supposed to carry around? Because they're definitely gonna like. She talks like she's going to blow up, like I don't know, a church or something. Like, dude, she has a thick fucking accent. It's
Yeah.
like, so what do you? What does she carry around? You got to carry around a passport. And here's the
It
thing:
doesn't matter.
I don't think these ICE dudes are like, if you show them, if you're like, hey, oh, you want my papers of that I'm a citizen? Here it is. They're gonna be like, are bad. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. I'm not gonna shoot you in the face with a
Well,
projectile. Oh, not
now
bad.
now that I've seen your passport, the whole me sticking my whole knee through your throat seems a little much, but
My bad.
I apologize.
I'm here to serve, you know? My bad.
No, Ice just got caught eating at a Mexican restaurant and then capturing the whole restaurant staff. Like they don't give a fucking shit.
The meal
Your
must have not
mom's,
been that good.
we gotta hide your mom.
I know.
I think she likes me more than you, so she'll come over to my place.
Like in an attic. If you got an attic for her or something,
I
then we
do.
could.
I've got
All
a
right.
leaky attic for her.
All right. We have to go to the Patreon side of the episode, patreon.com/interloop podcast. Make sure every Wednesday you go to Shane's open mic at Rock Cinema if you want to try out comedy for the first time. My younger brother keeps on saying he wants to try. And I'm like, do it at
Okay.
Shane's. Do it at Shane's.
I mean, so I tell everybody there, we get a lot of people that come out to watch the show. I definitely recommend that, like, if you're thinking about doing stand up, come and watch it first, kind of get your bearings that way. And then it's a 4 minute set, but don't do 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
If it's your first time ever, write 1 minute.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's it. You don't have to feel like you need to fill the time. When people do that, that's when the set is really bad.
Yeah.
Just do your material that you want to do for 1 minute and then leave.
1 minute, that's
Nobody, like, I don't care. If you go up there and tell one joke and then walk off the stage, I don't get mad and be like, what? You gotta fill the time.
yeah.
What? No, there will be people that thank you because they're like, thank you. I now have my time to do my
Mhm.
weird tiny penis jokes.
Yeah, 3 or 4 jokes. Just get 3 or 4 setups, 3 or 4 punchlines. You're good. Get the hell out of there.
Say something racist to just get going.
Done. And this is why I'll recommend Shane's open mic. And it's not against any other open mics, but I feel like, I mean, I guess we just did a show there. Like at Boulder, it's a crowd that I feel like could be offended. These are hipsters living in the South Wedge. And I feel like at Shane's, it's Swilberg area, down the street, a little dirty over the age of 30 type of thing going on.
I
So you don't
wouldn't say
have to
we're like
curate.
full Kill Tony audience where you're gonna, you throw a retard around and it's gonna fly, but it's a later show,
Hmm.
and yeah, the dirtier stuff definitely works better if you work dirty.
But also, Boulder's a good place. They just let us do a show there, and I like it was so nice that they made those drinks and stuff. Like I like when people embrace what we're doing. Like I'd also like to be dumb.
Yeah, that was really cool of them. I did have a garbage latte,
Hmm.
which is just they made a latte and then squirt a bunch of weird shit in it. They said,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Fielder's choice," like, do you want the baristas to choose? And I was like, "Yeah, go ahead." And then later the barista came up to me and said, "What? So how was it?" And I was like, "Great." I don't. He's like, "I put rose in there," and I was like,
Why would I be able to taste that?
it's like, "I tasted foam.
It,
Was that in there too?" Yes. All right.
um, we also have another podcast called the Topical Fruit Podcast, which we release every single week. We talk about kind of like bigger national stories. You can go to thetopicalfruit.com or just find that on wherever you're listening to this podcast. All right, we're going to go to the Patreon side of the episode. Bye, poor people.